Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my pixel art stream. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Got yourself a nice cup of coffee or some tea. Dive into your morning with. Hey, there we are. Yep. I have to fix this. Let's slide that over that way. That's odd. Ah, I see the problem. Yeah, well, there we go. So as I said, hope everybody's having a good morning. And today, what's on the docket? Oh, and my little my goal tracker is in the wrong spot. I'll move that. There we go. We're gonna start off with some practice on doing our shapes again, as usual. But we are going to also get into making ourselves a little magic shop. I'd like to have a screen that's appropriate for, you know, sitting around and just chatting, so that I don't just have to have a background that is Asprey. And also, I don't really have a background per se. I grabbed a free image to go around the backside, but we're gonna try and at least get started on fixing that today. Let's open up our gemstone practice stuff. Where is... That's the Game Boy practice. There we are. So we made this bad boy last Friday. Let me see, I'm gonna adjust that a little bit actually. And I hope that did not jack me up too much. It totally did. Alright, hang on. Still some kinks to work out. I am not yet a professional. Nobody has paid me yet, so once I start getting paid, that's when I'll count as being a professional. Cat Highway active today. Here he goes. I was trying to get some work done earlier today, and I couldn't because I had a cat just sitting on my hands. Which, you know, on some level sounds and feels like it's the opposite of a problem. But let's see, what do we want to start with today? I think these two were the most interesting. We could try and go back and make a square diagonally. That said, when we did our square, we didn't do the edges we didn't do very much of an edge. We just sort of flattened it off. I think this would be fun to play with, this extra facet here. So let's try that. And another thing I wanted to do, actually, was go ahead and use this full space, because I've been working inside the space for some reason, but I don't think that's really necessary. I think I could make something all the way out to the edge. So we did green, we did purple, and we've done blue and brown. Oh right, our circle is also down here. Let's bring that up so we can see it. There we go. We could go back to the sphere. I've got some ideas for how to fix that. Uh-oh. Got two cats in the window now. They fighting. No, they're not fighting. Actually, they're just hanging out. So yeah, we've got red sort of associated for this circle here. And one idea I had was, I've been looking at some 1-bit pixel art, and I was expecting 1-bit to basically be just, look, it's 2 colors, but technically it's not. At least not the one I saw. The example I saw actually had, you know, in addition to white and black or what have you, there was an additional midtone of gray. So that, you know, 3 colors is a lot easier to work with than just 2. Let's see. What? Brown, blue, green, purple, red. What else we got here? We could do... Ah, we haven't done yellow. Let's make a yellow kind of square with the corner facets. So I guess that, get us centered here. This could be kind of rough, actually. We're gonna start it down around here. How far down is this color? Oh, it is down there. It's down at like, what, 100.11? So we'll go back over here and find that. Okay. Well, that's... I'm gonna go ahead and make that our off color. Let's scale it over to the yellow. Not that it matters all that much as far as that's concerned. And we're gonna do our... Oh, I did the wrong thing. Crud! Down to the 11. Okay. We're gonna do our little trick here, but before I do that, let's make a new layer. Put this on top. Let's see, what are we gonna call this? There's a word for this. Not a rhombus. There are gemstones that have this exact shape, obviously, but I can't think of the name of them. We're just gonna call it square take 2. Or square 2. Squarer. Square 2. Alright. We're gonna try and use as much of this block as we can get away with, but additionally, we need 6 colors. We're gonna come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going to fill with a gradient. We've got our 2 colors selected. Ooh. Ooh, no, that does not work at all. That is not at all what I wanted. Why? You know, I might just have to hand jab at this. Because this is... Actually, if we need 6 colors, here's what we can do. We'll start here. Nope, 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 nope. Don't like that. It's not working at all. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to go to this yellow. We're going to find a good dark point. Yellow, I'm finding, I believe is actually perhaps uniquely difficult. Unlock that bad boy. Let's move this color down too, since we've got this unlocked. No! What even is going on? Oh dear. Nope, I've done goofed it. By moving that, I goofed it all up. Okay, Alright. So we're gonna bring this color down to a darker color. Let's go there. Then we'll lock it. Bring this up to there. We'll come basically all the way to the corner here. That's 3. Come over here. Those don't actually look all that different. There, and one more. It is as close to white as we can get while still retaining some amount of yellow. Cool, I think these will do. Alright, this is not going to be... Well, these darkest yellows are really telling me that this is not going to be the prettiest of things, but I think it'll be okay. So we need to decide how big do we want these diagonals to be. 1, 2... I think 6 across is fine. What did they do here? They did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm gonna do 6 because it feels good. Cool, nailed it. And then we'll just push that there. Control C, Control V, Shift H. Control V. Actually, wait. I don't even need to do this. Undo that. I can just draw lines now. We're free. 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Cool. And then just make some cross patterns. Step behind where the top thing goes. Given that ours is a little bit bigger, we might want to do an extra space there, but we can sort that out. Maybe a little bit later. Had a much better morning this morning. Got up early, as early as I wanted to. Thanks to my cat yowling, singing his song early in the morning, wanting just attention or something. But either way, I was awake, which, you know, not the happiest way to wake up necessarily, but it got me up when I wanted to be up. Actually, even a little bit later, but that's fine. I got to sleep in a little bit. Had a good evening out with my friends yesterday. Just talking and chatting and catching up. I think we all need that every once in a while. Just to hang out. It's good for you. Let's see, I think if we do this here. Brightest, next one down for these 3, and the next one down. Okay. So that is going to be that color. Take a step down. Nope, just select this. There we go. Fill that in. And we want to select this. Wait a minute. No, that's not right. Yes, it is. It is correct. There and there. And just that. That's weird. Why is that way? I would have thought... Okay, yeah, this is the border line. That's still darker. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. We haven't used our as close to white as we can color yet. Sorry if I slurped a little bit into the mic. That was not intentional. Okay, yeah, so we're good here. Alright. What's next? It looks like they actually did go all the way to white in this one little corner here. Let's do this. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring these lines up. Looks like they do, whoops, that's the wrong one. Basically left and top. Let's come to that color. Here. There. I do believe. Then we'll take a step down. No, that doesn't work. Why would that be that way? I think... Huh. Let's try this back around the other way, maybe? No. I don't get this, because these two colors are only 2 steps apart. So if I try to shade between them, looks like there maybe is a bigger step there. This is they picked a base color here. Went half a shade up there. So if that were my base color, that would be this and this. I could do that. And then that would mean that... Oh, crud. No. Why is this doing this that way? Don't like it, Batman. I think that works okay. We can fix that later, though. If we don't like it. These two colors might be too close, or too far apart, rather. Let's actually go down a shade for these. Barely noticeable. Did I miss a block? Yeah, I did. Okay, and we'll step down another shade for back here. Yeah? Because the next one down is actually just this color. Okay, yeah. And this one's going to be a lot closer to what we did, or going to be a lot closer to the reference, I think, than the previous one. Just because the shape is a lot closer together. We were able to really branch out and get creative here because we had 8 sides rather than 6. So this over here is going to be a different project, or it's going to be a lot more similar, I think, since we're basically following the same shape, even though our actual numbers are a little bit off. I don't know if y'all can hear one of my cats yelling in the background. That's Niles. I hope you can't. I hope I've set my audio settings such that he is inaudible. But just in case, letting you know who's the troublemaker, who's the one yelling. Alright, so what do we do next here? We've basically gotten all the way up to this point already. Yeah, there's a part of me that feels like compared to these, this one kind of phones it in with the colors. I mean, maybe they did a progression. Maybe they started with this one, this was the simplest one, and then they moved up to these. Because this one just doesn't feel nearly as creative, or... not that it's not as creative, per se. It's actually just that it feels like there's less going on. It feels like they have techniques used in the lower ones that they don't have going on here. But we can incorporate some of those since we're doing these in a different order. It does look like they have adjusted the exterior line to... It's more of a blue, really. Well, and again, they're doing purple. We're doing yellow. But I think we can go ahead and sort that out, too. I don't want to bring this all the way to this color, but that's actually the same. Maybe I should do a yellow tinting green rather than red, because this is really trending brown. Can I... That's really green. Nope. I'm gonna go back to that. Okay, so... What color does yellow shade down to that isn't brown? This is gonna have kind of an amber quality to it if I go with the brown, I think. But I think we should run with it and see where it takes us. I'm just not really sure what to do with this upper line here, because that color's the same. Yeah. Oh, no, wait, I'm doing this backwards. Even still, that color... yep. I don't know. Maybe what we need is color between these two, if this is actually my darkest. That's fine. We'll stop playing around with that, and we'll just do the rest of the stuff and see how it looks. This middle square isn't that important as far as its base color goes. Let's do these. Let's do these shines. I want to do my shines in a different place, actually, this time. And let's go ahead and make ourselves a... Hey, Lacey Jacob, welcome. Good morning. How are you this morning? Hope your day is going pretty well so far. We're shading from left to right, going from the brightest and going down. Time zones, evening for you. Ah, well, good evening then. Uh-oh. One of my cats here is basically trying to eat my microphone. He wants attention, and he is gonna lower my productivity. That's okay. Don't need to be productive all the time. And I can come back and clean that up. I guess that's what I get as far as the time zones thing goes. I guess that's what I get for streaming in the... it's only barely morning. It's only morning for another 45 minutes or so. Here. 45 minutes? 35 minutes. And we'll widen this out some too. One more step. Man, you can barely even tell the difference between those two colors. Those are really close together. Hardly worth bothering with. Purple one looks amazing. Thank you. It definitely looks a lot better than the ones I started with. I think the green one looks pretty good too, but I'm getting better. Also, hey, good morning, Goddess of Doom, welcome. But yeah, I think the purple one turned out really well. I'm learning new and interesting techniques, which I was just saying a minute ago. So I can't take any, well, I can only take a little bit of credit because I was working off of a reference, using these shapes, which I did not create. I'm just using these as a guide, seeing what somebody else who knows what they're doing has done. But I was following the hexagon shape and seeing what they did to make the octagon shape, which was kind of an accident. But one thing I think I've noticed about this reference is that whoever did this, I feel like maybe they were also practicing. And so this one, which is the reference I'm going off of now, the purple one, is, I feel like it's less detailed and there's less interesting stuff going on compared to the ones beneath it. So we're gonna have to add in some of these back reflections ourselves, which I think we can do. But yellow is kind of kicking my butt. I wanted to pick a color I hadn't used yet, and it's kind of rough. I think I need to bring this color, is it this one? Yeah, I think I need to bring this color down a shade, because it is not... Let's see, that's there. It's not really contrasting very much with the thing behind it, so it's almost a non-color. Just, if you look at it, you can barely tell that it's there. So I kind of want to make it a little darker. These colors are unlocked. I'm gonna bring this to that. I think you might have gone the opposite of what they did and got a good yellow and darkened it instead of getting a good dark yellow and brightening it. So you might be right. You might be right in that I didn't start with a good yellow, because I did start with this darker color. Basically, I grabbed the yellow that was in the palette already and said, okay, cool, this is yellow, and I just, let me lock these before I jack this up. I went down to a dark yellow here, and then just graded it up and over to get a lighter. So I'm not really sure what yellow should grade to look better, darker. Don't know what palette you're using. Oh, I'm so sorry. My bad. Let me fix that. There we go. That's on me. And I can move this down too. DB32. I can tell you it's ass. I don't, or unless it's DB32. Okay. I'm just using the default Asperite palette. You can see at the bottom over here on the yellow is what I'm using. I just grabbed this base color. Dawnbringer 32 is what Asperite default load is. Okay. Yeah, I've been meaning to take the time to find a good default palette to load in, because I agree, it's not great. I don't know what they were thinking. I feel like maybe they just threw some colors together, because none of these grade very well. They're not shades of each other. The blue even is like one. There's blues up here and there's blues down here, and these blues aren't even the same. Like it shifts between a green blue and or just a regular blue, I guess. But yeah, they're not great. Worked well for me for seaside scenes and not much else. Yeah, it does kind of feel like one of those that was like somebody did a picture in some colors and then it loaded that as the palette, because that is a thing that Asperite will do pretty regularly. Different presets, third button from the left. I'm about to jack up my whole palette here. Oh boy. Also, sorry I missed your comment a second ago, Goddess of Doom. I'm glad you're enjoying the music. I added a whole bunch of extra songs to the mix earlier this morning. And I think I've got about 16 hours worth of music in this playlist, so hopefully we don't get the same song twice. Oh man, I could really hurt myself trying to do these. I did not realize. Google UI looks like it's at least well laid out. And this gray's yellow down to orange. That might not be a bad idea, actually. I'm tempted to go with this. It's gonna be a lot of colors, though. Master System. There we go. And I feel like this can't be right. There's got to be more colors than that in Minecraft. We just do the NES thing. Wait, is there an SNES? I mean, I realize that there's more colors than you could safely put in a palette available to the Super Nintendo, but web safe colors. Huh. All right. Goodness, I don't know what to do. I think I might just go with either the Google palette or the NES palette if I wanted to pick one of these. Let's see, what's this going here? This looks like it's using 4 different shades for each color. I'm gonna go with the Google UI. It's probably like stupid huge. Can't adjust this. It won't tell me. Unless it ends right there, I have no idea how many colors are actually in this palette. Load that sucker. Ooh boy. Okay, that's not terrible. Alright, we about to go with this. We about to fix this. Smaller one if you're unsure, but you do you. Yeah, I wanted to do a smaller one, but I kind of wanted to have at least 6 different levels of this color. And this moves yellow down into orange, which is, you know, I think it's a place to start. And it gives me 8 shades to work with. Actually, I could go the other way too. I could go here and then up to this one. Which might be the play. Might be the play. We are going to give it a shot. See how it looks. Alright. Wish me luck. See, the problem I'm having with the green is that the green just looks like poop. It looks straight like poop. But if it's its darkest color, and I use it sparingly, it should probably be fine, right? Yeah, crud. Which is why I use the line tool, so that I can undo it all at once. Okay. And we'll move ourselves up here. Let's see. We want to use this for our whitest white. Okay. You've gotten significantly darker here. I've got to be careful with how I do this. This is real close together too. Yeah? Yikes. Yikes, fam. That's a real hella bright. That's a little better. Maybe jumping down this way is the better plan. Fill that in. Yes, that is better. Go from orange to yellow and still have it be yellowy when viewed overall. Color theory is magic like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. I think that is the way we're gonna have to go, because I think that maybe not that, but I'm not sure what I want to do about the border. But I am liking the grade of this yellow down to this orange. That said, I think I need to go darker. One step down. Go there. Click that up to there. It's definitely going to have a solidly orangey tint. I guess something else I could do is mostly make it this sort of orangey color, but then use the highlights to be... Okay, so that's that. Cut. Nope, not that. Use the highlights to be yellow. That kind of works. Yeah, let's go back down to that. Okay. Use the yellow, the yellower yellow for the shine. Okay, I'm liking this a lot better. The one thing I wanted to reference here is they go from their darkest color up to the next brightest, I think, for the top here. So if our darkest color is right there, we're gonna go to this. Is Aspirite free? It is not, unfortunately. It's about 20 bucks. I'm sure it goes on sale sometimes. Yeah. But it, you know, it's not crazy expensive. But if you're looking for a free option, there are free pixel art creation tools on the web. Okay, where were we? We might just do that. No, that's the same yellow there. We don't want to do that. I feel like that's too dark, though. Whatever. We're gonna go and do this here. Goes on sale and is sometimes given out by pixel artists in contests and whatnot. Is that a hint? Is that a hint, Lacey Jacob? Like, oh, I have a contest for all of my viewers. It's cheap enough, though. I don't think you really have to go to great lengths to avoid paying for it. I'm not gonna lie. On my computer here, I did buy it, not before I get started with this. It has been purchased, however. So my wife bought Aspirite to play with, and it's on her profile, on her account, on this computer. So I just open Aspirite files and it plays. I can't actually open the file because I don't have it linked to my Steam account or whatever else. So I'm kind of cheating. I haven't bought it for myself, technically. It's not Photoshop, and thank God. Man, I will go to great lengths to avoid giving Adobe any of my money. If I can get away with it. Partly because what they offer isn't unique enough anymore. And I think other people have gotten ticked off about it enough that there are free versions for everything that Adobe does. The main thing I think that Adobe offers now is the fact that all of their services are linked together and are compatible with each other. So you buy the suite and it all works, right? But you can do any piece of Photoshop without Photoshop, or any piece of the Adobe software without using Adobe specifically. Did I even mess with this one at all? I did not. That's a good yellow, though. That's a good yellow. Maybe we just do this and see what happens. Nah, these aren't in my palette anymore. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna change it because I need consistency in my life. I need everything to fit together nicely. Actually, I'm gonna bring that one all the way down because I'm gonna go back up here and make that one bigger. But yeah, like, so again, I like to get away with not spending money if I can find a way to do it. So I was trying to make a video last week, and so I found DaVinci. I went through a couple of other softwares first, actually. And they ticked me off because I found one that I was using and I made a thing out of it and then I went to export it and it was like, you can't export things without a giant watermark over the top unless you buy our, professional version, which, they didn't lead with that. If they had led with that, our relationship would have been over a lot sooner and I wouldn't have been upset about it. It would have been fine. But they didn't lead with that, and so I spent, 3 or 4 hours making a thing and then got ticked off because they wouldn't let me actually use the thing that I had made in their software without paying them money. Which, I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb and I missed their warning, but I don't feel like I did. I feel like I was kinda scammed. Yeah. No, I'll be salty about that. Probably for a long time. I feel like this needs to be wider here. Oh, and I need to bring it out anyway. Do that, and then we bring this other one out a little further as well. But anyway, DaVinci Resolve has a free version that does everything you want for video editing, as I have found. The most annoying thing about it was that it has, paid features, and if you just click on one, it'll tell you this is not available in the free version. Would you like to buy the pro version? But no, man, I would not. Thank you. Please stop. But you can basically hide all the paid stuff and it's not a big deal. But was it on Monday we were using Krita, which is, I don't even remember what, Illustrator? Is Adobe Illustrator, I think the one where you can actually draw stuff, but it's free. Krita is free and it does all the things. GIMP is another one. It's like a Photoshop photo editor kind of thing. I'm rambling. What do we need to be doing here? We need to change these colors, I think. We're here. This color is this down here. So that one's that, which means I can use this here. Might need to use a closer to orange color. I'm just resorting my proper colors. No, wait, no. That's the wrong way to do that. Okay. I think I'm working down from white, and this was all that. Then no, this would have been fine. Yeah, this is fine. What am I doing? What am I thinking? That is that color. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, we're cleaned up there. Might need to go to a light orange here, just so these don't clash too much. I think that's fine. Yeah, okay, that should be okay. Alright, and next. I didn't realize I actually sort of copied what they did here. I thought I was doing something different on the shines coming across. But yeah, this is the other thing I was talking about. Like, if you notice down here in these, there's this sort of half shine, the interior reflections going on in these gemstones. Even this one does it not really actually. What was the other one that we did it? One of these other ones does it. Either way, I used that technique on the purple one here, and I thought it came out really nice. But they don't do it in this one. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that. But we are not to that step yet. What step are we on? I think what we want to do... Yeah, we want to do this outline, I think, next. So... Ooh, okay, I see this too. They've got it kind of... the shine coming out from this a little bit. I'm interested to see if how that looks. It's not going to be actually that noticeable on this particular thing because it's so close to color. The colors are so close to each other, I think. So there's that. Did they do the same thing? Yeah, they did. But is this that color? It is not. It is a darker color. Maybe need to go down to this. Comes across. Yeah, no, this shade is actually all the same. So that needs to be this color. There. Probably this too. Yeah, that's all the same. That's all the same. And did it come across there? No, we go into a darker color down here. Which makes sense. Okay, yeah. Man, that does change it up a lot. That looks a bit better. This and that are again not that dissimilar. Okay, so now we're gonna do this thing that we tried to do over here, where you've got this background reflection, which basically all that amounts to is this. Now, how far over do we bring that though? Let's try 2/3. We might need to angle it. Is this that color? It is. Yeah, and I did that here too. No. Oh no, yeah, we do want to do that actually. If I do this, I might want to bring this back some so that it's more contrasting. Not sure there. And I need to do the same thing at the bottom here with the darker color. That's that color, so we'll go down a step. It is locked, okay, good. And I think would it be on top here? Would it be at the bottom? I think it'd be on the bottom. I kind of want to bring this one all the way over. Maybe not to the top edge. Also, I'm kind of realizing that the musical selection I have chosen is, there's a bit of variance in it. Does that look okay? I don't think that looks okay. That does not seem... That does not seem to work for me. Let's see if it looks better if it's a less of a slope. I don't know. I don't know if this is working. Let's try something else. Let's try... Ooh, wait a minute. I'm kind of feeling... Bring this all the way up, perhaps? Because we need to kind of combine some of these techniques we've been working on. Or that we've been developing, I think. There is a way to make this look good. I just might not be skilled enough to make it happen. And maybe this person wasn't either. Maybe that's why they didn't include it. At least part of the reason that they didn't include it was, they didn't want to. Maybe they didn't want to because it doesn't look good. Not really sure here. Let's actually take a look at some of these other ones. Yeah, this is working, but partly because you've got this top facet, the one that's facing up at this nice angle with these side facets, which gives you that internal reflection, and you've got the far side one. This implies, I feel like, this implies a 3D shape, right? Like, this is the same shape that you're looking at on the other side of it. This one, the hexagon and the triangle, don't necessarily imply that. They could be completely flat on their far side. But this diamond, I think you kind of intuitively know that this diamond shape reflects itself on the, I guess, the canvas facing side, whereas the rest of these don't. So that's maybe why that internal reflection looks good, or looks like it makes sense. But I don't necessarily want to get that same effect. Maybe I can bring this all the way down to orange now here too. Maybe this actually looks better if the orange is on the inside rather than the actual outside. You know, the darkest portion of it is actually deeper in. Which kind of makes me feel like the reflection should go the other way, right? Maybe we're onto something. Maybe we're onto something. Just gonna feel this out a little bit. Bring that all the way up there. That's not where I wanted that. there. Hmm. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about that? I feel like I think we might be moving this in the right direction. Also, there's a part of me that wants to fix this exterior line, but at the same time, it's kind of unobtrusive. Like, I almost forget that it's there, which is exactly what I want with it. But either way, I kind of feel like maybe this is in the right direction of the shape we want. This is sort of implying that there's a deeper section to this crystal underneath the front face. How does it look when I get away from it? Yeah, so this side and bottom don't match what's going on with this side and top. So those need to be changed, or these need to be changed, I feel like. So let's try that. Let's go back up to this. We're going to bring these back over here. I don't necessarily want to mirror what's going on the other side. But I feel like... If I bring this over to here... That's kind of the same thing as what's going on. This needs to come all the way up, I think. Okay. Like I'm seeing snippets of something I could do with higher skill. Something that would look good with higher skill than what I'm using. But I don't know how to make that thing happen. It's like when you see somebody pull off something really skillful, right? But you only saw a brief second of it, and you're like, wow, that was really cool. And I kind of understand how that works, but like, you wouldn't be able to replicate it if you tried. Kind of feel like that's where I'm sitting. Like, I've seen flashes of people doing this exact thing better than me, but I can't replicate it because I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe we soften out these edges a little bit. I bring this back. That kind of works. It's not perfect. There's definitely something to this, though. But what? Probably overthinking it now. Yeah, I feel like this orange is just too red. Tell you what I do. I take this orange. This orange that we used elsewhere. And then we'll lighten this one up. This edge. And here they did... Oh, they left the bottom and the outside sides. If that makes any sense. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, yeah, I like this. This is better as far as the colors go. Wow, and that's crazy. You're talking about, like, ladies and Jacob, you're talking about color theory being magic. This color this exterior border here is the same color as this interior, but to look at it, they do not look the same to me. Let me slide that over a little bit. They do not look the same to me at all. Like, this looks like a completely different color from this, but as you can see, I've got the same one selected, and it's, man, that just... My eyes, they lie to me. But it's really cool. Well, okay, I guess we're done. I guess we're done with this shape. I think I've gotten all I'm gonna get out of it. I like it. It's not, I don't think it's quite as elegant as the purple one. Really love the yellow one. Thank you, Goddess of Doom. I like it too. I feel like there's something like the stuff that's going on in it is hinting at something else more well executed. But I don't know how to fill on that. But I also like it, and I'm probably gonna like it more the more I sit and just, you know, and let it exist. By the way, I've been adding these gemstones to as emotes in my Discord. If anybody's wanting to check those out. Can I do this? Heyo, that should work. Looks like it only posts that to Twitch. Either way, Discord, it's a thing, and I have one. I like talking about pixel art and RPGs and stuff. But okay, it's about to hit the hour. I'm digging this. Again, yeah, the more I sit here and look at it, the more I let it exist, the more it's growing on me, so. Alright, so I'm gonna take a quick break here and get something else to drink because I'm about through my coffee. And when we come back, we're gonna make a magic shop. Be right back, folks. There's a cat in my chair. I'm loath to move her. Pig. We'll let you have the chair for now. Move chair though. Stay there. Chill. Alright. I have ceded ownership of the chair to my cat. He just looked too comfy to do anything to her about it. Note to self, next time start boiling water for tea at the beginning of the break rather than partway through it. Okay, so we're gonna go back to here, and I have an idea to set up a scene. We're going to see how this works. Save this before, you know, power outages ruin everything. Close that down because we don't need it anymore. Don't need... yes, save that. Close that. Okay, so... I think what I actually probably should do here... I set my canvas size to 128 by 72, mostly because I feel like 128 is a reasonable size to work in, perhaps, for a scene. Maybe it isn't, I don't know, I've never done one. Not in pixel art anyway. But what I'm thinking is that I should probably double it. I should probably double my size that I'm working with. Oh, and the other reason that I set it to 128 by 72 is because that fits a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. But if I want to double this, that would be, what, 256? Hey, yes. And this would be 144. Just because I want to hate myself today. Now, this is my vanishing point that I have set here. It might be too far to the left. But, let's see. This is going to be our back wall. We're doing the interior of the shop, by the way. I'd kind of like to have a little counter that I can set my little dude at, and we can just sit and talk and chat about things. But basically the back wall is going to be a big old square. And I kind of think that maybe I should put the vanishing point on top of everything else. But we'll get there. Oh, wait. Ah, yes, I should do the thing. Let's pick a good color palette to work with. What's good? What's good? Where are these check... Ah, yes, that's check marked, because that's the one I'm using now. Game Boy Color. Oof. That's a big oof right there from me. Hey there, loud boy. Window? Come on, buddy. Once again, Cat Highway. Minecraft villager noises. Tempted to do this one, but again, I don't know how big these are. I'm just gonna stick with the one I had. It's simple, it looks like it has all the colors, and they're all in order. So we'll go with it for now. Also, Goddess of Doom, if you are still floating around, I have done an additional thing just for you. Yeah, we're gonna do a square for our back wall here. You are welcome. Speaking of, I wanted to ask, how did your stream go yesterday? I want to give myself enough space to do a left wall and a right wall, but I don't want it to look like it's perfectly centered. Let's go about halfway up this one. Yeah, sorry for the jumping around, guys. Maybe there? This might actually be way too big. I think my left wall and right wall need to be bigger than this. So let's do that. About halfway up here. Pretty decent. I got raided by 2 of my friends, so it was super awesome. Sorry I missed dinner. Yeah, we were sad you guys weren't able to make it. But I had a feeling, I kind of had a feeling that your stream was going really, really well and you couldn't pull yourself away from it. And also, I've got to do something about these YouTube bots. They are ticking me off. I need to Google how to solve this particular problem. And I want my left wall, my right wall rather, to be bigger than my left wall. Maybe there? But yeah, we'll have to catch up. We'll have to catch up another time. For sure. Let me see here. I am kind of using a reference. Oh, no, I closed it down. Oh well. I'll just keep it in my mind then. I think this will be okay. We can work with this, perhaps. And I might actually even want to move my vanishing point over a bit. To here. Put it right there. So, one of the things that this will allow us to do... right wall. One thing that this does for us is that we can start drawing some lines. Hooray! No, we can draw some lines, but what I want to do, start here, come up through this top corner, and see where that takes us. Takes us there. To the bottom corner. Like that, I think. Cool. And then we're gonna have some shelves along this wall. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't do it that way. Well, either way, we're gonna have this wall here. I want a counter on this wall, perhaps. Which, if this is the floor, that means the front of the counter would actually have to be... I'm gonna come out to here. That would be the bottom of the counter-ish. Which I don't like. No, that will not work. I need my vanishing point further over. I'm going to be sitting on this side. You know what? We can flip it. This is still going to be our shelf wall. So, if this is the corner of our actual place, we can put a shelf set in the wall, perhaps. To the bottom of our shelf here. At least of one shelf. And then we kind of want to make these equidistant somehow. as much as we can. I need this to look like these shelves go together. So if I were to come over here and say this is like that is an interesting thing that does. Say this is like that, for example. It'd be like the front edge of the shelf. I could come in here and have the front line of books, right? Like the front edge of the bottom of the book. I want to do this in a different color even. Is right there. But then we've got our books, right? That come up like this. Like this would be a book. We'd have a little gap. And then this would be a book. A little gap there. So we can just show some shading on the side of it. And there's a book here. What are we making? Sorry if I missed it. We are currently working on making a little magic shop. Or the interior of one. What I would like to do is have like a little setup on screen that I can switch to if I just want to talk, right? Like if I don't want to make, you know, this little square that I'm working in all the content, right? Like where I've got a video game or something, I'm working in this tiny space. If I wanted to just have like a just chatting space, I could open up this and, you know, I'd have chat over on one side and there could be like a little counter that I'd sit, you know, my little profile character would sit behind and we could just talk over coffee or something. I think that would be fun. But right now what I'm trying to do is use a vanishing point to draw the room itself. Let's see. Yeah, really cute and cozy is what I'm going for. That's what I hope it ends up looking like. I'm gonna do this other wall the other way here. Alright, a different color. Part of the problem is like, depending on how I want to do this, the pixels float different ways. And that's good enough for that wall. The bottom of it. And then through here, basically the same thing. There we go. And now if I do this, for example, right? Let's just do a dark purple. That's not what I wanted to do. Why would you do that? Where's my back wall? Yeah, that is that. Why would that fill in like that? On the back wall, this should be a full solid... Ugh. There. You happy now? That. Okay. So anyway, if I put the back wall on top of everything else, and then unselect it, you kind of see where the room's coming out. And I have put this in the wrong place. Good. Square. And this doesn't look right, but you kind of get the feeling for the space of the room. Like this will be the floor, this is the left wall between these two lines, the ceiling is up here, and there'll be stuff sitting on the back of the thing. And really, I'm kind of thinking I want to be over here on this side. So I really want to flip this, because I need the more horizontal space for me to sit in, and chat can go in the smaller space. So I think I need to flip everything, basically. Can I just... Shift H, and Shift H, and Shift H. Hey, that actually worked. Yeah, Lazy Jacob, I knew I could switch stuff with Shift H, but I wasn't sure if I could do the whole layer that way. I knew I could like select things and flip them that way. I just hadn't done it with this yet. But now let's take the back wall and is there a button to fill with transparency? Oh yeah, it's the delete button. But now, with the way that this is set up, I really want the shelves over here. So we can delete some of these lines here. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I am on the wrong side anyway, which means these need to change, actually, now that I think about it, before I get too far ahead of myself. This is now no longer the left wall, it's the right wall. There we go. It's gonna make the... Does this even look okay? I mean, now that I'm flipped it, I'm looking at it differently. Does this even look okay? Because... I don't know if I like it. I feel like I do need the more... Because I put the actual vanishing point closer to the side of the screen that has more space on it. Yeah, I've flipped it, and so it looks completely awful now, which is a good, I think is a good measure, typically. But now that I flipped it, I've got the vanishing point over on the left. And so, I feel like I need to move it to the right, because that'll give me more space to work with for the, you know, basically it'd be like the back of the shop, the, what do you call it, the service counter or whatever, where the attendant sits, and then there's stuff behind the counter that you can see. So I feel like that needs to be moved over to the right. I'm not sure if it needs to go all the way to the right, though. I think the typical thing, standard thing, would be to, like, put it right in the middle. That's, like, sort of how you get started with learning vanishing points. But I don't know. Let's do it. I don't think there's anything. I don't want to delete the layer. I just want to delete everything on the layer. Select it all. Die, potato. Oh, yeah. Cool. We'll take our vanishing point. We'll slide that over. Yep. So, about right there. Yeah. Now, one thing is, if I, just as an idea, and I'm not a professional artist, if I move this like way the hell up here, it would feel like, what would it feel like? If your line is up there, line is down here, I think it would feel like you're closer to the ceiling. If I move it down here, no, other way around? I'm not, yeah, because the floor is closer to your horizon line. Closer to flat, I guess. Then that would make it feel like you're closer to the floor. Wherever I want the viewer's eye line to be is probably where my vanishing point should be. I don't think I've ever heard that as being a general rule, but it sounds good. Let's go to the right wall. Let's make ourselves a line. We're on the correct layer. Left wall. That's better, I think. I think that's more like what I wanted. The more I look at this, the more I do kind of think maybe my back wall is too big. Because if I were to draw, let's do another layer here for a second. If I were to draw a flat countertop, let's just say I put it here for giggles. Oh boy. Cats everywhere. Okay, so from here, we go to our vanishing point. Which means, let's say that our counter does that. So it's a little bit wide. Which would mean that this needs to come out about... No, actually, let's make our other line here. Do I need to draw that all the way to the edge? I think I do. Yeah, I think it could probably be as wide as I want it, really. Just bring it down right there. And let's say I bring the counter, actually, all the way back to here. Until I hit this point, the counter can keep going all the way to the wall. Actually, you know what? I could have like a little flap door there kind of thing. But that does mean I need another line going across the top that intersects with the top edge. Okay, cool. So, now that we've got this jumbled mess of a thing, I will erase some lines so you can kind of see how this is supposed to look. I guess this actually comes all the way over. Right here-ish. Yeah. And then I erase this line here. Oh, I'm on a line. Give me a square. Turn this, not the back wall. Turn that off. That is kind of how the counter will look. It's kind of rough at the moment. Also fill this in. Let's just, for a second, we fill it in with a brown. Yeah. So we'd have a countertop, counter space here I could sit behind and chat. And we could put some shelves on the back wall too. Yeah, and I'm still kind of looking at this and thinking that my back wall is too big. Make it smaller. My shop goes way off in the distance. It's huge. It's in an extra dimensional space, so it can be as big as I want. That's how I get people. I lure them in with the promise of selling magical goods. I've titled it a magic shop, but it's actually just a magic shop. It doesn't sell magic items. The shop itself is just magical. The old bait and switch. Is that the way I want the counter to be, though? I could bring it more forward. I could also widen it out a bit to make it more... I feel like maybe I should bring it over some. Just like give myself more space to work with on the counter. know what, let's do another layer. I'm looking at this and I'm not getting anything done. I don't think I'm even making any useful observations. Let's do our bookshelf. It's going to be a shelf. May have books on it or not. It's going to be over here. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, if this is our wall, do we want the shelf as part of the wall? Like basically being the wall? Or do we want shelves on the wall? We could have like a shelf that comes back to here, hits the wall, and then goes across. As an option. I think that's the play. I think that's the way we do that. And we're using some crazy colors for all this different stuff. It probably will not, almost definitely will not stay this way. So, come back to our line tool. Back wall doesn't really need to go to any vanishing point necessarily, like anything on it. I don't know. We're gonna make a shelf over here, though. We need to draw... Let's assume that this wall is actually just the shelf. That will, I think, make things easier on us. And we'll just do books, or shelves, or what have you. Floor to ceiling. Kinda want this to be even keeled here. Means our shelf is going to end. This is actually our floor. The shelf comes down, hits the floor. That means the next section of shelving would hit here and come straight across. If we are in fact assuming that this is a set of shelves. Rather than like a bookcase of shelves. You know what, let's just do this. I'm gonna bring this out here. If the floor hits right there, wait a minute. No, that shouldn't matter. It's going to go behind it anyway, so that's irrelevant. We'll just undo that line. Yeah, if the edge of the bookshelf hits this right here, goes all the way to the ceiling, any vanishing lines will be behind it, so that will be irrelevant. But it does go all the way to the ceiling. Could have it come out from it a little bit. Not really sure. Not really sure what would be the best play with that. There's probably a process, too, for figuring out exactly how far apart your lines need to be. Ooh, and this is gonna be weird too, because this is gonna be the top. If I can just, I'm just gonna undo this line. This will be the top of, like, this will be a space where books are, right? So, like, you have a book in here, like that, or something, right? But then this would be the bottom. This line would represent the bottom or the start of the next shelf. But because of where it is, you'd see the back side of it until books cover it up. Unfortunately, I feel like this is going to be a lot bigger of a project than I originally anticipated. That's what I get for trying to use perspective. Can I just delete this? I might be able to. Cool. I think I can. All right. Hmm. I feel like I should put the... you know, the other thing that occurred to me now that I'm looking at this, is I feel like the vanishing point is going to be where everybody's focal point is also. So this is where everybody's eye is going to be drawn to, which is not exactly what I want. I would rather they be looking at me, right? So let me... Indeed. It doesn't work at all. Yes, I see. This is awful. That's a big oof. I've got a lot of big ideas. A lot of big skill. Go back to our shelf real quick. Draw in our little bitty lines. Because this section of the shelf does actually need to be kind of accurate. Would hit there. This is the back end. Would it come across right there? Is that right? I feel like that is correct. Oh, no, no, no. I've done this. Yeah, I get it. I get it. This would be here. To the top. I feel like I have messed this up somehow. But how? I think I need to get rid of some of this stuff. Let's get rid of the right wall and the left wall. Ah, yes. Okay, so this would come across wherever I want the shelf to actually be. It needs to be at the corner, so that's where that would have to go. Yeah. But... yeah, no, that's right. Get rid of some of these middle interior lines. Bring this down. This is just the back wall. Yeah, we just hit the wall, so we don't need all that. Yeah, there we go. Ah, but we do need this because we need it right here. Yeah. Yeah. What's wrong with me? Why is this not working? Ah, man. I have goobered this all up and I don't exactly know how. I don't exactly know why. This would be gone, right? Because that's the wall. You're not going to see those lines, those points. Then this would need to be here. Yeah, it couldn't come up here like that. I think what this is telling me is that this horizontal line is incorrect. Because this has to come all the way up to here. Can't just stop there. This has to come up to where it meets the vanishing point line. And then it can come over. And then it comes down. I'm going to do a tiny little bit of editing here, because I'm dealing with 1 pixel tolerances here. If I turn off the back wall, I feel like my vertical line does need to be in front of the back wall, because, well, where it is that the back shelf actually turns is important. Also, this may be all kinds of incorrect, because this is actually this line. This is our bottom line. This should be connected with that, which it is. I feel like this line should be the one that actually connects with the back edge of the wall, not the top edge. That's why this looks so jacked up. Well, that among other reasons. The fact that I'm, what am I doing? I hit shift instead of control. That's what I'm doing. But, anyway. Yeah, this should come all the way here. But this is incorrect. Which means that probably all of this is incorrect too. Let's just start all this over. Here. Come back to this. Yeah, and this shouldn't come back. This is gonna hit the wall. Yeah, that's correct. This has got to be cross point. Yeah, okay. Yes, I think we're figuring this out. Hmm. I say. So this is where the shelf is, right? This is the shelf. It's right here, and there's a book here. Maybe I should drop this down a line. I think I should. I've selected the wrong tool. That's okay. All this interior right here doesn't need to exist. That's how the stream perspective drawing. Good grief. It has apparently been far too long since I've had to do this. Oof. Of course, this also means that this line here comes out here like so. Like so. Like so. Maybe I am doing this. I'm going about this the wrong way. Does it need to come over there? No. No, that would be not right. I think this is why a lot of pixel art is all one perspective. It's either like 3D top down or side scrolling. You just get some parallax every once in a while. Actual perspective drawing is not a thing. Maybe that would be the right way to. Maybe that would be the right way to approach this instead of trying to make an actual vanishing point here. I might have to come back to this idea. I might have to shelve it for a while. And maybe I'll just work on making a countertop in the meantime. Focus on one thing instead of trying to do the whole composition. I might be trying to make something that requires a variety of different skills that I have yet to develop. It's really annoying having an understanding of what it is that I need to know without actually knowing those things. So I think I'm gonna go make myself some tea, walk around a little bit, maybe extricate my cat and transplant her somewhere else so that I can sit down again. But I'm gonna take a quick break and jump back into it here in just a second. Alright, we are back. Hmm. We might just move on to step 3, which is, You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. Fix my hat. I was looking at this the other day. This is something we haven't worked on in a while. But, oh, hey, I just noticed this. Is this showing up on stream? Yeah, it is. I just noticed that the little Aspirite guy actually blushes when you hover over him. That takes you to the website, if I had to guess. Can't believe I've never noticed this before. Dare I? No, I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm not gonna click on it right now. Anyway, I wanted to open... Where are we? I think it was this one. Oof. Still rough. But I also wanted to open... Let's go up a step. Magic Hat. No, I think we do this. It should all be in the same file anyway. But yeah, we go here. So we're gonna fix this today, I think. So one of the things I noticed was that the hat here, I like it, and man, his eyes just got it. Those gotta go. I like the hat, but a couple things. One is that with this facing this way, I really want this to kind of look like it's the front of the hat, rather than this. Or sorry, rather than this over here on the left. Because the way it looks like this, here's the front edge, and then it opens up this way. So this needs to turn. This needs to be going the other direction to look right. So, I think what I need to do is just draw the outline again and flip it, because I'm gonna have to reshade the whole thing anyway. I say that. Let's try this. Let us just cut it right here. Or not cut it, but flip it. Yeah, it's too, what do you call this? Too much of an angle. Yeah, back to the hat. The magic shop is giving me some problems, so I want to fix this hat. One of the things I noticed about the hat, what I was just saying, was that I want this area here to look like it's the front of the hat. Because with the way that it was, I'll just shift this back. The way that it is now, it looks like this is the front edge of the hat, which makes no sense. I've got it turned all the way on its side. But, I can't. Alright, fine. But if I want this to be the front edge, I need to make it look like it's coming up from here and then curling around the back. So to do that, I think what we want to do is start by flipping it. And obviously this isn't a fix. This doesn't fix the problem. I think all of this is going to have to change. But I want to get the outline in the right place. Ish. There we go. No, yeah, I need to get the outline in the right place for this to look correct. And that doesn't look stupid. Or at least any more stupid than it started looking. I think all this needs to over though. course, all the shading is backwards, I think. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut everything here. Actually, let's undo all of these changes that I've made to start with. We're gonna cut the whole hat. Or copy it, rather. We're gonna make a new file. Uh, 72 by what? Let's do a square. Not that big. There we are. Paste this in. We're gonna have to fix the back too. Whatever. I need to set this as my default. If I can, if there's a way to do that. But alright. Yeah, we want to fill this background with a blue. Maybe a gray would be better. Okay. And let's go ahead and grab the back as well. Oh, I just pasted in the layer. Like, I'm sitting here looking at this and like, what in the world is going on? Okay. And this is where the hat is, so we want that on top. This is where the background is. Right? Or have I goofed this up entirely? I believe I have. Let's, Yep, I did what I thought I did. Wow. There we go. There's our background. Our pink and green. I'm gonna switch that to a darker gray. There we go. Okay. So now, how do we fix this? Let me fix this bad boy. Crazy idea. Can we? Let's see, I think we want to go here. Red. Bug. Just gonna cut this outline out. Well, I goofed that up. How do I unselect a section? Grr. Oh, pooey. Alt, maybe? Oh, that's a color selector. There's gotta be a way to do this. Maybe if I just right-click it. Right-click it. If I right-click it, it unselects. Excellent. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut that. I'll make a new layer. Paste it on that layer, and then flip it. We want this underneath. What's going on here? I think we might be onto something. Yes. Yes, I do believe we are. Now, where do we put this? Such that it looks correct. That's too low, for sure. I'm getting the feeling that maybe right about there is good. I'll have to fill in these gaps, of course. But right about there should probably do it. And we will attempt to move all the rest of this stuff to fix it. I don't know if this front curve is in the right spot exactly. Let's try to fix this stuff up here. Also, maybe we should change colors of everything, because we were working with we kind of made everything purple, but we're kind of going with a gray theme, right? So we've got 8 colors to play with. It's really bright. It's a really bright brown. Do these even shade together? Because those look really different. That's a stark contrast. How about a pink hat? Or yellow. I mean, I could definitely have... I think I talked about this before. I could definitely have a variety of different hats to wear. But I'm trying to go with, you know, it's gray. It's in the title, right? I'm a gray wizard. Gray mage. Maybe I do this. Maybe I use this as my actual darkest color. Because I feel like there, like I say, there's too much of a jump between these two. But once I've actually got it set, I could totally make a variety of different hats of colors to wear. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And we started there. Darkest. Next one up. Next one up. This is really handy at this point, that it's letting me do all of the same color. It was not doing that before. And go with the darkest gray here. And this feels too bright, though. If I come back down to this color, does it still look too dark? Not terribly. That shouldn't have worked. Did that work? No, because if this was my darkest color, then that color... No, yeah, because I'm replacing him. Yeah. Oh, I'm going on. I'm losing my mind. And again, I don't even need to stay within these guidelines, because the shading is going to have to change. Like this gray hue. Yeah, it's slightly blue-green, which is nice. So I think what needs to happen here is I need to go to that color on the hat layer, I guess, and draw this up to here, if that's going to be where that is. And then on this, go to that layer, bring it down in here. But all this is going to have to come down as well, I think. Yeah. So we are on... We want this color to be here. But then the next color up should just be that. Also, this 1 pixel's gonna have to go. Do that. Maybe this should be the dark. Yeah, it'll be that. I kind of feel like maybe this bottom sort of band should slide over some. Yeah. Just move the whole thing. It'll be alright. This is looking better already, I think. This shading is just all kinds of not okay, though. I'm gonna flatten this out some. Maybe bring this over. And then we can come up here to this color. And slice this in. Just like it's doing up here. So it looks like we've got a little bit of a bend happening in the hat here. Yeah. Do the same, punch this up. Yeah, I think this will look good. Punch this up like this. No, that's just a straight line. I think the 1 step is good. 1 step is good. When we will come back over here, do the same thing. Same thing to this somehow. Let's cut this back some. Give this some room to breathe. It's too much. Now it looks like we've got a little bit of texture going on with the hat itself. That is too bright. I need this one. I don't know about this. What's that color? I might be getting a little too noodly with some of this. No, I was on the right one. I don't know. It's kind of working for me. Let's bring some of these down. Give myself some more space here. I don't like this. I don't like this right here. Tell you what we do. That, maybe. We bring this out some. I kind of want to bring this to a sharper decline. So, I think kill that. And we'll have to bring this whole set of stuff over, I think. Yeah. What about there? I think I want the actual point of the hat to be somewhere here. So I'm going to bring this up to that point. Let's make ourselves a little note of that. I want the middle line of the cap to end up there. Or there. That's probably too high. Let's just bring it down. Something like that. I like the curve of that better. That means I need to shift all of this stuff back here. I feel like this is taking up way too much real estate with this really dark color. Do our line tool again. I don't want to overdo it with the cutting it back. I do want the darkest shadows to be kind of sparing. That should do. think I want this to spike up to right about there. It's the wrong color. So if we bring this over, this should come to about there. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll use this other color to bring this around. Okay, and then yeah, we're right there. This has got to come up underneath all of this in some kind of way. This needs to be that way. All right. I should widen this out some. Without overdoing it, somehow. There we go. Maybe I take this color and just have this lead all the way up. Does that look okay? No, I don't think it does. I think that needs to come over either way. No, that's too much of a straight line. That does it. That does it right there. Beautimus. I could even get real fancy and not just do straight linear shading. And bring in a little shade over here. It looks like it divots back in to the darker side. But I better be careful with that before I end up breaking the whole thing. I don't want to do too much of that. Nope, don't want to go up a color, I want to go down a color. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Let's take a look at this from a distance. It looks over-designed by somebody who knows not what they're doing. That's how it looks. He is almost cool enough to drink. Thing is, I like it. But then there's another side to me that's just thinking, this is wrong. I don't exactly know how it's wrong, but I feel like it's wrong. One way I think I can fix this is to do this, but come over here and just draw this out some here. Sort of want to fill out this curve. Yeah, I think that's about the way I need that to be. Which means I need this to come around a little more. Bring this down like so. Something like that. No, that doesn't, that looks weird. Of course it may look weird regardless of how I make this work. How about that? Let's just do that. Bring that down some. But I do want to avoid having this happen, because if you look right here, there's this straight continuous diagonal line of coloring right here, which makes it look like it's, I don't know what it makes it look like, but it's definitely noticeable, and I don't like it. I need to break it up somehow. You still got the same thing here too. Maybe if I post it that way a little bit. That still needs to be that color. Okay, and I think up here we'll do a little bit of a shade as well. That's that color, yes, okay, good. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. I'm stumbling my way into making something that looks decent. Okay, let's go to the... This is the right color. This is the right layer that we're on here. I'm feeling like the top of the hat actually needs to be, or the actual brim of the hat needs to be this darker color here. That way, on the top of the hat, I can have a little bit of this shading here. No, 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 I see what needs doing. But where is it? Okay. So, this one little square here is on... I see, it's not there, it's actually on this. So let's fix that. Plop. Bring this back over for a second. For the sake of what we're doing here, we're just gonna fill this all in with this brighter color. There we go. Let's get rid of this for a sec. Just come all the way over here. All right, cool. Now we can fill this in with the darker color if we want to. But one thing I think we should do is, we got this color, no, that's not the right one. That's the right one. Bring this over a little bit. No, that's the opposite of what I need to do there. To here, no. No, this is right, this is correct. But then, arc, a vagrant. No, but then, we're on the color here, so we'll go that way. Goodness, why can't I find the right color? There it is. Is that right? That looks right. That appears to be correct. Correct. That's that color. We don't want to do that color. We want this here. I do believe. And honestly, I think that's what we need to do with that. I think that's just it. Because if we go much more, right, if I fill in this line, for example, or something like it, it's gonna, like, that immediately looks really freaking weird. But to really give it a sense of shape, though. Maybe I actually change the color of this, which is actually on the brim. It's just, I feel like if I go like 2 blocks up, just 2. I've cut myself too short. Like, there's not enough color above it to make it look like what it's supposed to look like, and there's not enough color below it either. It looks too rounded. I mean, it kind of looks rounded already, and actually, like, this needs to come. Maybe? No, I don't think that works. Yeah. I think I need to have this color no higher than that. Which makes me think that if anything needs to be darkened in, it should just be this. Is that correct? No, this also needs to be... I could just do that, that would be okay. Or color it out. Same thing as everything around it. There. If I go back to the hat, brim. Not that color. I think the answer is somewhere in there. Be really crazy and do something like that. It kind of breaks it up a little bit. Meh. I've about had it. About had it with that particular thing. So if we put this back on, I might have overcorrected now that I'm looking at it. I might have moved everything too far to the right. Of course, now I need to fix this top edge, which I did not do. I think I can also solve this problem by going the other way. Nope, it does need to come over still. Something like that. Yeah, I may have overcorrected. Now that I've broken the hat up into 3 layers, I get to try and put it back on this guy. Just shift this all the way over here. No. That's where it was, right? I feel like maybe I've got too much flare going on the left side here. That's where I had it. This is where I had it. I could move it there, and it still looks okay. I'm trying to center this up so that it looks halfway decent. I'll bring this over here. That would give me more space to work with. I brought it up a step. I want to do it. I want to do that. Let's come back in here. It's stuck back in here. Where's my grays? There. I need this color. Look at that. Maybe a buckle? You know, you're right. A buckle would be like thematically appropriate and what do you call it? Give me something to break everything up. So that's not a bad idea at all. Nope, still running into that same problem with this. Need that to be that way. Something else I've just thought of that I could do. Just bring that across like that, right? But just flatten it out, which would let me... what would I want to do? I think it would be this color again? No. Yeah, no, I'm in the wrong color. It would be this color. But then I could outline up here with this. This might not look good. No, I don't think it does. Let's come to this next to darkest color. That kind of works, right? Gives me something to break this up and that. But yeah, the other thing Doom would be if I just put a buckle up here. I don't have to worry about any of this shading, and it just take care of itself. Problem solved. Didn't work. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Another thought I've had is come up to this top hat bit. Find this color, which is not that one. It is this one, in fact. It's not even that. It's still wrong. Come to there. Just nope. We're gonna go back. Taking it back. Can we go back further? Yeah, we do. Let's see. What do we like? Do we like that? I'm not sure which one of those I like better, to be honest. could quit messing with it. It is probably fine, right? I think the thing to do would be to put it on my head and find out. Let's file save as... and then we will file save as... hat. For fun. But now that we're on the hat file, I'm gonna merge that down. Merge that down. I'm gonna delete that layer. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, we already did the thing. Cool. And then... just gonna turn that off. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna turn... crud. Shouldn't have merged the last set. Can I undo? I can. I just want this. I just want this bit here. I'm on the right layer. Copy that. Come over here. Shift N, new layer. Paste that. What? Gurgle, Farkle. We just want... we don't want this. We want this to not exist. We want this to merge with that. We want these two to be merged. Except for this bit here. On this layer. We just get rid of all that there. We don't need that anymore. And then we merge these two. Merge that down. Cool. Now we have what we want. We have what we wanted all along. None of that. Bring this over. That's not what... no, crud. Farkle. Why did it do that? Okay, that's weird. That's better. A little. Not a lot, but a little. I think it's positioned incorrectly. Center it up a little bit. Still feels like the hat is way too much to the left. Like I've got, this is too much. I need to bring this in. Is that the right layer? What is this? What is even on this layer? Nothing. There's nothing on this layer. Be gone. Let's try this. Let's just cut this guy. Bring it over like that. I guess it would need to come down too, huh? Or even, now that I've just selected it, I could just select all of this. And then we can just squish it. Yeah, we drew the smiley face. Oh, no, I don't want it to go up. Crud, no, go back. We drew the little smiley face last time. It's not here to stay. I just needed a placeholder. If I get to the point where I can animate this thing to be more, what do you call it? Why did I do that? Oh, I need to be here. be more of an avatar where it can do all the things that I want it to be able to do as far as expressions and whatnot, then one of them will be a little smiley face for sure. Okay, that's too much. Yeah, I think I just need to drag it over. Like from right about here. That will probably work. And then we just move this, yeah. It'll need to be filled in a bit. And I could shorten this up too. That's purple. Why is that purple? Is that? That's part of the background. Okay, I can fix that. It can be fixed. Fixed. Do that. I'll come back down to here. I don't want to delete. Just fix that. All right, come back here. Give me that. And of course, all this needs to be filled in. Ugh. Ooh, that's kind of rough. Whatever. And if I delete this little block here, does that? No. Does not do. Now also, you say what? What is it? What's down here? There's nothing down there. There shouldn't be anything down there. No, okay. There's nothing. I think it's just letting me select the other layers. Also, I did want to see how this looked if I brought this up some more. We'll need to adjust the coat to be the same gray, obviously. Those are too big. Wrong one. Good. Stop doing that. Yeah, we'll have to soften the eyes out a little bit to make it look more, I don't know, appropriate? Make it look more like the way I want it to look. I think this matches the current avatar to a certain extent. Now if I do this, let's go ahead and load that other palette in here too. I'm banging on my mic a little bit. find a different blue to go with. That's too bright. How about that one? You just fill these guys in. There we go. Cool seeing how different eye shapes completely change the expressions. Yes, that's why I've got to be careful with it. Because it really makes a difference. Oh crud, that's not what I want. How does that affect it? Oh crud. Oh, I'm going about this the wrong way? No. Yes, I am doing this the wrong way. This should be the brightest color. I wanted to do that. And this... I'm going to just fade these into... that. Negative. That does not function the way I wanted it to. But what if? What if it did? Yeah, no, it definitely doesn't work. That almost does. Giving them different expressions is totally going to be a thing. I think the ovals kind of makes him look like he's squinting a little too much. I'm not really sure what to do about that. Could just make it bigger. Oh, I'm on the pencil tool again. That's a bit better, I think. All this down here has got to change. This has got to go. I just do not like all this, the coat at all. I can make it kawaii. Notice me, senpai. I only hate it a little bit, actually. You know what else, though? Eyelids. They exist. They're a tool you can use. Sparingly. Really, I think this should be the other way around. This should be the darkest blue. And then everything else should be a slightly lighter blue. If I'm gonna do that at all. He's very, uptight, as you can tell. We'll just ignore that for a second. Also, this hat does take up a lot of real estate. I'm also just noticing something. Pardon me while I fix 1 pixel. So we've gone from this, or we went to this from this. And as I look at it, I don't know that we've improved it, if I'm completely honest. Maybe we have. Would have been there. I want to keep it on the same basic level. Everything else needs to be fixed, but this isn't bad. Just ignore the coat. Ignore everything below. Ignore everything below the eyes. And something else I'm gonna fix too, or at some point, is this is not gonna be a hard line between these two things. I don't want it to look like he's got just a black circle for a head. This will fade into each other. So like, as I attempt to screw this up, but basically I'll have a gradient between these two. I don't know how many steps it's gonna need to be, but imagine if you will. For just a moment. Why can I not? Oh goodness, that is giving me a gradient. Actually, this needs to be, let's cut that and put it on the face layer for a second. So that I can actually use it. There we go. And, can I just, I can, cool. So if that's my palette, if I was using that as my palette, I would grade these over, right? So like, I guess that is that color. So this would actually be like here. And then something like this. You know, just something that'll fade in the colors. Ignore the other side. Where it looks more natural and it's like a shadow rather than just being a hard line. And the more I look at this, you know, it would need to follow the contour of the hat too. So like, if I was using that, this would be around like this or something. Well, actually down to here. Maybe even that. Up to under the hat, yeah. I don't know why I'm putting so much effort into this right now. This is not gonna be able to stay. Like, this literally cannot be like this. But yeah, you get the idea. It would fade into the black. Goodness, those colors are so close together. It'd fade in more like that or something. Now it just looks like he's got a giant ear. But I'll sort that out later. At perhaps another time. I don't know what I'm undoing anymore. That's what I'm doing. So anyway, I think, I mean, I at least accomplished 2 productive things today. I have recolored and restructured my hat so that it looks like it's, I think, a bit better. It's a bit more in line with the way I want it to be. Shift this over there. Like that. Now the hat looks a little better. Nothing else does. But I kind of like what I've got going on with it here. This is a total mess, and I'm going to need to revisit this later. But hey, the gemstone looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, well, thank you all for coming out. Goddess of Doom, Lazy Jacob, appreciate you guys showing up and hanging out with me for a little while I bumble my way into learning how to do some pixel art. My goodness, one of my cats is over here on my bed, and he's like, his front end is up on this pillow, and his back end is sitting down, but he's just staring at the wall. It's freaking adorable. Sorry. Anyway, distractions. Again, all this stuff will be in the Discord. I've been adding, I haven't added these first 3, because I don't like them as much, but the second 2, and probably this 3rd one, they'll be as emotes. We can talk shop about Twitch or pixel art or anything else if you guys want to show up there. But I think that's going to be it for me today. Still trying to plan out what I want to do with my stream, with my content. Hopefully more people show up to give me some feedback. Anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I guess until we see each other again, safe travels.